start out with my visual journal, and I'm going to do a quick sketch here of the building here in the Arboretum. Okay, so start here with my visual journal. Let's see. We'll start here. I like this corner here. Let's see. We'll start with the corner of the building. I want to get that I want to get that chimney. To me, that was the most fascinating part of it. I'll have to come in here and get a little corner here. That part, the roof. Down here, get there. We'll just get the corner of this building just to get a start on it. We'll start right here. That's it. Here. And off the porch here, we've got a little window. Get that in. And window here on the inside. Just get a hint here of a window on the inside. The post here, the post. This post over here. Okay, there's the outline. Let me go ahead and put in some definition here with my sketch and wash pencil. A little bit of the rooftop over here on the top of the porch. Get that in. Try and indicate that. And get the chimney over here. The building is white, so I'm going to leave that white, but get the brick here on the chimney. We'll put that in. Do a quick sketch of that. This is all brick over here. Going to make this side a little bit darker on this edge, so we have an edge of that chimney right there. Make that interesting. And a little window, I can put in some of the window panes. I'm not going to put them all in, I'm just going to put enough just to indicate. Probably going to shorten them up a little bit to indicate the window. make them just a little bit different. Not doing exactly detail. In the corner of the building, see, I get a little bit of the rooftop over here. And let's see, a little bit of the rooftop over here. This is the porch over here, which kind of comes together. Okay, indicate a window in here. I'm going to move this over. There's a window here also in the middle of this, so we'll put a window in here. And there's an edge, the other side of the building, the other end of the building is over here. Maybe a rough sketch this morning. Anyway, but having fun just drawing a figure. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to darken up this edge here. This is a water pen, water brush. It's a brush with water in it. Makes it very easy to do a quick sketch. Look at the dark side of the chimney over here on this side. And this part of the chimney just a little bit lighter, so we'll just put a little bit of texture in there, showing the brickwork. And these windows, this will be an abstract drawing just to get an idea. This is interesting here. A little window. The panes are all in shadow. It'll be dark, and then we'll get the top of the roof. Up there by the chimney. Rooftop over here, just a little darkening. All I can see is the edge of, in this angle I'm looking at it, just see the edge of the roof. And I can see the edge of the porch over here, just a slight edge over here. And the windows inside, what I'll do is just put some indications of windows in here. Window panes. And some over here, this side over here. Small windows. And I'm going to put a little bit of shadow on these poles, just to give a little indication, a little shadow on the edge of the poles. And underneath the porch, just a little bit of shadow in there. Another pole here, a bit of shadow on this one. This is going to be a real rough drawing, but just to practice myself here. And let's see, I've got a little bit of the inside of the porch. Shade that in just a little bit. Top of these windows, it's all in shadow. Very rough, very rough. Okay. So then let me use my water pen and darken some of that in. Edge of the pole. Windows. Shadows underneath the edge of the pole, add a pole. Shadows underneath. Windows, there's a window here. Put those window panes in. Another pole over here. Some shadow underneath the roof here of the porch. And also, this side of the house is, this side of the building is in light. This side here is on the side. So I'm going to put just a little bit of shadow over here. And the boards run this way, so I'll put some stripes in here, indicating that direction. And a little definition there. Up here on the roof, I got a couple windows. I can add some windows up here in the top also. I got some windows up here. Let me put some windows, indicating windows up here. This one's just above that one. That'll give me a little more interest. Yeah, there's 3 windows up there. That's a pretty setup. And there's the edge of the building over here. Okay, pretty close. Okay. And then go ahead and indicate the window panes. Just rough estimate there. You can see just a rough sketch. It'll give me the idea. There's some shutters on there. I'm not going to put those in, but there's shutters on the side. So yeah, take a photograph. I have details like that later on if I want to do a painting out of this. So as I'm going back over here now, I'm going to put a little shading over on the side of the this is the shadowed side of the building, so I'm going to put this in shadow. I'll put just a little bit of sketch and wash pencil over here. You can see this is a real rough sketch, but I'm really enjoying this is early morning. I'm enjoying the day and the morning. Beautiful weather. This is the shadow side of the building right here. And I can, yeah, pretty well. Now what I can do now is I can highlight some of these. Just give me a, let's see, I'm going to go in and make some marks now. Now I'm just going to do a little detail. Just to mark out some of these. This chimney I like really well. I can put some lines in here indicating bricks. Now this is adding detail to a drawing. You don't need to have a lot of it, but just indicating what's going on here. Just to show those are bricks. And then these windows, I can give them a little more definition. I think I'll put the edge around this one over here, just to show it's a white trim around the window. Give a little more definition. Make it look a little better. And I can, emphasize those panes because they are dark. Put a little more dark in there. Rooftop. Okay, then over here, I can darken these up just a little bit more in the windows inside the porch. And a little more shadow on the edge of the pole. Darken up these windows a little bit darker. Little window panes, I'll put a little more on that. And I think I'll also indicate the edges a little more, define the edges just a little bit more. These have shutters around them, but I'm not going to include those. I'm going to leave the shutters out. Okay, I can always put those back in, and if I do a painting, I'll put those back in later. And up here, darken these up just a little bit more, a little more dark in the window panes. So adding just a little more detail to indicate some of the important aspects here. I think the windows are very interesting. A big pattern here of the window. I think that was interesting. And I'm going to define the edges of the windows. We got white trim. I think that's important. As far as a rough sketch, that's all we need to do is indicate the main elements. That's the edge of the building over there. This will be the edge of the roof over here, which goes out. Okay. And I'll go back in now with my brush and I'll darken those windows up there with the water. I don't have to hit them all, just enough of them, indicating there's something out there. Okay. Well, that's going to be a real rough sketch of that building. Okay. So I think I'll stop there for today's demonstration of painting a plein air sketch, and that's the old farmhouse. Okay, that was the rough sketch, just to get the main ingredients, the main definition, and that's what I was looking at there as I was doing that. Then I come back down. That's what I was looking at. Okay.